or limitations. Does that make sense? I mean, maintaining a kosher life or a religious life or a monastic life is for us to make our lives better, right? And to make our lives easier and generally to keep us out of trouble. Now, finally, and this is the most important thing, if you don't remember anything else that I say today, if you don't remember anything else I said in the past, if you never hear me again, just remember this. God loves you. God loves you. Let me say it again. God loves you. And just in case you missed it or you feel somehow unworthy or not good enough, God loves you. Now, how can I say this with certainty? Because like I said, nobody knows these things, right? Simple. You got to live. You're here right now to hear me. I mean, God set all of creation in motion to align forces to create you, just you, right? Imagine I put you in a room, and at the front of the room, I put a brand new Ferrari, whatever car you like, a Bentley, a Mercedes, whatever your thing is. And I say, hey, if you can get inside that car, it's yours. You can have it free and clear. You think you could do it? I mean, what if I put you in a room full of people and I said whoever gets into that car first can have it? Think you could do it? All right. Now, what if I said that car was hidden somewhere in New York City and find it and you can have it? Still think you could do it? Well, maybe. Now, what if I say I hid this car somewhere in the United States? Everybody from the United States, Canada, and Mexico is looking for this car. And the person who finds it gets to keep it, but everyone who doesn't find it dies. Now, do you think you could do it? Actually, believe it or not, you've already done that. You actually did something harder than that. You were once one of 500 million sperm cells. That's more people than in the United States, Canada, and Mexico that were competing for this single goal, to fertilize this one egg. And everybody that lost that race died. But here you are, right? You survived. And it's just you that emerged. Out of every near miss in your life, you have survived. Your parents met and survived. Their parents met and survived. The odds of you existing, of you even being here, are incomprehensible. You are a miracle. You're an absolute divine masterpiece. You have all the power of the universe coursing through every inch of you, every cell, right? It's like they said in the Matrix, how they were using people for batteries. The fact is, you do have enough electrical power in your body that you could power an entire city. You have billions of dollars worth of energy coursing through your veins right now, as you are. You're made in the image and likeness of your creator, however you conceive of that creator. You're the child of royalty, the absolute center of the universe, and you are perfect. Right now, as you are, you're perfect. So give thanks for the great gifts you've been given and show your gratitude by making the absolute most that you can of your time and getting to know your creator in ways like never before. Because unfortunately, what tragedies like what happened in Japan make us present to is the fact that you don't know how much time you've got. I don't know how much time I've got. I mean, hopefully, I hope it's 100 years. I hope we're somewhere like the Jetsons and we're still having these conversations, right? But the fact is, you don't know. And when your time is up, your time is up, right? So make the most of it. And usually I say this at the end of my shows, but I'm going to say it at the beginning this time that you are great and I love you. You are great and I love you. I mean it. I mean it. We may not have met, we may not talk, we may not talk often, but I love you. And I know this about you. I know that you are great. I know that you are fantastic. I know that you are powerful. And I know that you can do anything. All I need is for you to know that, right? Because I know it and God knows it. Once you know it, then you'll start moving mountains. Does that make sense? And as I always say, if God is with you, then who can stand against you, right? Who can stand against you? Now, I'm going to play a little bit of music here in a second to set the mood, and then we're going to move into the things that I promised to talk about. Different ideas from around the world about how the universe is set up, I'm going to explain to you the tree of life from Kabbalah. I'm going to explain to you the elements and how they work. I'll explain to you the I Ching and all the different things, more importantly, that you can do with this knowledge. But again, let's set the proper mood before we move on into some of these ideas.